Citizens, what's up? It's President Awall here, bringing you some daily mobile gaming content. We're going to continue with this Han Solo deck. I want to make sure that I give all of the Rebel players on the channel some love, talk about some strategy, and really kind of show you what I am using right now for Rebel and what's working for me. Let's check this one out. This is the same deck I brought you in the previous video, and this time we are going to hopefully continue to progress up the ladder. I'm at the highest rank that I've been, close to, actually. I think I was up to 40, 30, something like that. Anyway, we're very, very close to the highest rank we've ever been, and the goal of each one of these videos is to end up, maybe, if we can do it, at a higher rating than we started the video. Han Solo, as you guys know, is probably my favorite Rebel hero. All those crits do 100% additional damage on a basic attack. 15% of them do, so it's essentially a bonus 15% damage. You could think about it that way. And your skill with your trip line is that giant 500% attack power damage when people step on that. It's so massive, but the major disadvantage with Han Solo is that his health is relatively low and his range is relatively low, but luckily he's got a very high movement speed at 3.2, so he can jet around the battlefield as needed. As you guys know, the kind of unique thing about this deck is that I don't have Chewbacca. I do in fact have Wookiee Warrior, which I feel provides a lot of the similar value that you get out of a Chewbacca. Lots of health, decent single target damage attack power. Obviously it doesn't have a taunt, but it's only 3 cost. You could throw these out much more often, and I feel that Chewbacca is too situational for 1v1. I explained that in the previous video. Light tank is mandatory. Gonk droid is also mandatory if you want to do dual lane split pushing and pressuring, which Han Solo absolutely succeeds at, especially since he can do sort of defensive zoning with his mines, which is great. Combining that with the auto blaster turret to deal with those inevitable ATSTs that are flying at you, and of course, staple cards of many, many Rebel decks. You've got your Grenadier, which is awesome. You've got Marauders. I prefer it over Twi'leks, as you guys know, because it's more durable. It doesn't get one shot by stuff like Sand Troopers, which is great. Same thing with Rebel Pathfinders. I prefer them over Rebel Troopers because of that increased range, because of that increased damage, and because of that increased HP. It's well worth the additional 1 energy that you pay for those versus a Rebel Trooper, in my opinion. They are slower moving though, so you do have to keep that in mind. 1.7 move speed as opposed to 3.2 move speed. So obviously Rebel Troopers are able to move much quicker because they have less body armor and lighter guns, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, let's take this thing to the ladder and let's see what we can get done. And as I learn in so many videos on this channel, when I get overly aggressive, I lose. And it's because I tend to gravitate towards more defensive heroes. Ones that are great at hanging back and punishing enemies as they overinvest, and you are trying to make efficient trades, overinvest in terms of how they're spending their energy. I like to punish that stuff, and as soon as I start overinvesting with my energy, pushing a little bit too much on a lane, moving my positioning forward a little too much, then I get punished myself. Keep learning that lesson over and over again. Cool, we've got ATST rolling up this lane, which is fun stuff. I'm going to drop Wookiee way back here, which is good. I'm going to put this trip mine a little bit further forward as a defensive option, and I'm trying to cycle through my units here to try to get to a turret. I'm going to get to one very soon, and here comes turret. Hopefully we can drop it in time. Got it down, and ATST should begin targeting it. Beautiful. So this is going to be a beautiful defense. Grenadier going to clear everything out, and that ATST really didn't get all the work done that they were probably hoping it would get done. Which is totally fine. I'm fine having that nice trade. That's why I have Auto Blaster Turret in this deck. And that's also why I don't use ATST generally in my own decks. Because it's easily countered by those turrets. So while this is going on, I'm going to drop Gonk Droid in the top lane. This is a very, very heavy pressure situation. I'm going to try to kill the enemy hero with my big, big crits. Ended up not killing him, but Gonk Droid is going to end up connecting with that top structure. There it is. And that's the Gonk Droid advantage that I was talking about earlier. Gonk Droid, so good at split lane pushing. He was focusing so much on pushing that ATST up that lane, a mistake I've made as an Empire player, that I was able to punish him for that. So that's good stuff. Awesome. Trip Mine does so much beautiful damage. Oh, it's so good. Got my blaster turret down. I'm okay putting blaster turret down like that because it he's sticking around for some defense. What is this? It's a sand trooper. He's being really, really careful. Okay, he's gonna go ATST again. That's fine. Gonna drop Rebel Pathfinders here. Gonk Droid in the top lane, and then I'm gonna put, as soon as everything starts targeting things, I'm gonna drop my Marauders right on top of that sand trooper. And what I'm hoping for, I'm gonna drop turret again. No, no, no. Okay, damn. That turret was actually a waste. That was absolutely a waste. I don't think I need to spend any energy defending against this as well. So, light tank is getting racked up. Pretty good stuff. And I'm just going to save my energy, and I'm going to kind of let him push in. We're going to drop light tank as well as rebel troopers in the top lane. I may have overinvested there, which is fine. And we're going to focus on this ATST. Between the Marauders as well as the Chewie, we should be able to take this out. Beautiful. And then I'm probably going to need to drop Trip Mine in this lane to make sure that I can success... Wait, I hit the freaking Trip Mine button. Okay, there we go. There's the Trip Mine. And that probe, oof, that Trip Mine really took out, really did a good job of taking out those blades in the top lane. And I really don't want these stormtroopers to completely grill down that structure. There we go. And top turret is not dead? Really? Okay, we're going to throw in Rebel Pathfinders here, and we're going to take down top turret. He's going to try to defend this with his life, and I'm going to, hopefully, there it is. Ding! GG, friend. He knew he had to defend up there. That was actually quite close. I could have lost that game if he had bum rushed my turret and I, for some reason, didn't take down his top turret. Alright, this is officially, I think, the highest rank I've ever had. Let's see what his deck was like. He had his unique here with 8th Brother. Grand Inquisitor's pretty cool stuff. I've had a hard time making that hero successful, or that legendary successful, in my experience. ATST, okay. As you guys know, I prefer MTV7 light vehicle. I think ATST is way too easily countered, but that's just me. And he had some pretty nice staples here. No do-back trooper. But I can't say that this deck was bad. I actually think the 8th Brother unique is pretty good. I would prefer for it to be a 2-cost unique and maybe to drop the HP and the damage down on it. I think that might make more sense for Grand Inquisitor decks, but that's just my opinion. Cool. Let's go ahead and open up this play pack, and then we will just take it straight to the ladder once more, friends. Let's do it. And yeah, some nice commons here. Ooh, Banthas. Sweet. Can rock some more Bantha Voodoo. Let's hit the ladder. Bantha, you are Bantha fodder. You absolutely are. Oh, awesome Qs. I love these Q times. When you're playing as Rebel, you're getting those fast Qs. It's really nice. I enjoy the hell out of the fast Qs. Cool, so let's see what we can do against this Grand Moff Tarkin deck. And, you know, some of you guys are asking, what is better, Galactic Empire or Rebel, in your opinion? I recommend you play both a lot. Now that I played a crap load of Empire games, I think I played like 600 or 700 or so, I'm in a position where I feel extremely comfortable playing against Empire. I know what their options are. I know what they're going to throw against me. I just know. And this allows me to make great or better decisions in how I'm going to counter the Empire. So we're going to drop down Gonk Droid in the top lane. Come on, drop the turret. And the ATST, oh, the timing was off there. The ATST still targets my structure, despite the fact that the turret is down. That is really unfortunate. And, ugh, the timing was just off there. Grand Moff Tarkin firing shots at my face. He took me out hardcore early game. That is so disgusting. What just happened just now? He's got like 17 sand troopers here that he's using. What is even happening? That was so gross. That was pressure like we've never seen before. Unbelievable. Nice job, Grand Moff Tarkin. I just totally took that early game push for granted, and it just totally destroyed me. Auto Blaster turret, soak up some damage. Thank you. Thank you. And we're going to try to kill Tarkin here, and we're going to see if we can push up this lane and maybe get a... I'm actually going to use Pathfinders here. Gonna drop my mine next to the structure. Watch what this does. Bam! Look at all that extra damage. And we have a relatively even game here, friends. And while oof, get off me with that net. While Tarkin blew that, oh, boo. That Gonk droid deployed to the wrong spot. I was trying to drag it up further. Now the Gonk droid, I telegraphed the fact that a Gonk droid was coming. That is really unfortunate. That is really, really upsetting. TK he tried to stun me there so TK could take me out. That would have been really embarrassing. Really could use some health packs. There's a health pack. Auto Blaster. Let's get that to soak up some of that damage. And looks like the Sand Trooper here on the back line. Hopefully we can take that out quickly. ATST. We're going to drop Gonk Droid in this lane. And ATST, unfortunately, it did a whole lot of damage. And let's see if we can get in on this structure. There it is. Bam! And nice net. Beautiful net by the enemy there. That was really, really good stuff. I'm going to drop down the Auto Blaster turret here. And I'm going to begin the zoning process, where I'm zoning out this Moff Tarkin as he's trying to push in, and I'm making it extremely difficult for him to deal with me. And now the light tank is drilling his structure from both sides. Double light tank pressure strategy. And now I'm going to drop down Rebel Pathfinders here as well. Oh no! Now it's a race. I don't know actually if I'm going to be able to take down this ATST in time. Uh-oh. Is the light tank? It's a light tank versus ATST race, and I won the race. Whoo! That might be one of the first times I was ever able to show that strategy to you. I've had that happen to me. Getting the light tank firing horizontally on your structure, and then you throw one right up the lane. That dual light tank pressure is really, really hard to deal with as an Empire player, and I was finally able to show that to you on the channel. I had only done it in offline games before. Very, very happy with that. Let's see what he had. This is a pretty good deck. This Grand Moff Tarkin deck is good. And he had a level 2 Tarkin as well as a level 2 TK7193. So the TK, if he's able to drop that TK on top of me, like if I move into a position where he can deploy next to me, as you know, the TK rifle butt will smack you in the head and will stun your ass, and or stun your butt. I'm trying to keep this channel PG. We'll do that. It'll stun your butt, and then if you can couple that with a stun grenade on top, you're done. Like, you have zero chance to survive in that situation. ATST is very, very common with Grand Moff Tarkin decks. It's super duper common. And because of all the support abilities, he's able to basically deal with that mob, or those counters, essentially, that can deal with ATST, which we saw from him. He was able to clear out my mob. He was able to control my positioning. He was able to damage me. He was able to stun my units. Pretty good Moff Tarkin deck. Pretty good. Nice going, Governor. Nice going, Governor Tarkin. Actually, I think he's Grand Moff in this game. He was Governor in... Do I even want to say that? That might be a spoiler. I won't even say anything more. Cool. Alright, so we're climbing pretty well here. We're at the highest rank we've ever been before. Hype, hype, hype. We'll see what we can do. We shall see what we can do, friends. I don't want to get too overzealous or get too confident, because when you do that, you get punished. Karma comes and just smacks you across the grill. You get punished. So we're just going to take it easy. We're going to be defensive. We're going to play... Uh-oh. We're up against Sidious Team Guild. Wow. I've played against them before. They've got some good players. They've got some terrible players. That's the way a lot of guilds are, actually. You've got some pretty high-level players that are towards the top of your guild, and you've got some lower-level players. I have been defeated by Darth Vaders before in this guild. I seem to remember that guild name for some reason. Cool, so let's deploy the Rebel Pathfinders. The Rebel Scum. I don't know what this Vader's doing. He's just chilling. He's like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm good. I'm going to drop my light tank in the top lane for some fun surprise light tank action. And the light tank is now targeting their stuff. So let's see. Oh, he drops a light vehicle to counter it. Interesting. The light vehicle will, of course, counter it very, very well. And what we're going to do is drop a Wookiee here to tank. And we're going to drop a Grenadier here on the side to do that supplementary damage that we're looking for. Nice pressure play there by Vader. Very, very good. And we are going to drop Gonk Droid here in this bottom lane while he's dealing with all of that pressure in the top lane. Uh-oh. I think Gonk Droid might make it. No, he won't. Nice defense there. And this Vader is got an interesting deck I have yet to see before. So let's see what he ends up doing. Bantha, dropping the Bantha on me. We're going to drop another Auto Blaster turret, and Vader goes down. So, interesting stuff here. Really interesting stuff. We're going to take a look at, looks like he's got those jetpacks. Something that you don't see very often. And I'm going to chill, and I'm going to be defensive here in this situation. And I'm going to wait to see what this Vader does as he slays my units. Very, very embarrassing to watch my units die. Okay, I need to not waste energy. There we go. Gonna throw my slow-moving Grenadier. Imagine being that guy. Like, your entire job is just to slowly move about. We're gonna drop down Gonk Droid here, by the way. And your job is to slowly move about. Ooh, Vader's trying to kill me. Let's drop down the Auto Blaster turret just in case. There we go. And the Auto Blaster turret is gonna hold up this push a little bit. Unfortunately, they have unlimited amounts of units focusing on my structure. I don't like that at all. And bam! God, that was so much damage. Holy moly, that was so much damage. Holy damage, Batman. That was a lot. And looks like he's got some counters in store here to deal with my Gonk. That's cool. Gonna drop down the Marauders. Perfect. That's gorgeous. Gonna drop down the Marauders to deal with this MTV-7 light vehicle. And I want to make sure he doesn't get too many pot shots off on me here. Rebel Pathfinder should be able to do that single target damage I'm looking for. Vader, let me hit you with that crit. And I might be able to counter push in here, actually. Let's see what we can do. Clearing your stuff out. And while this is going on, I'm going to hedge my bets with a Gonk Droid in the top lane. Let's see if I can take down the structure. If I can, there it is. And if I hadn't taken that down, I had a backup option in the other lane with that Gonk Droid. As you can see, the Gonk Droid gives you that versatility that you're looking for, that dual lane push option. That was pretty cool stuff. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that play session. That was good. So let's see what the Darth Vader deck had. Interestingly enough, he had both Imperial Jump Troopers. I called them Jetpack Troopers for some reason, probably because they have jetpacks. Heavy Gunners, Heavy Gunners are good if you want to counter ATST, or, I'm just trying to think of what they're actually good for now. I guess they counter light tanks. I don't know. I think Heavy Gunners they need to be completely reworked. I think they're a complete waste of resources, personally. They're way too situational. Maybe if you're incredibly skilled, far more skilled than I am, you can use Heavy Gunners regularly, but they do not work out for me. Not at all. They're just a waste. They can be easily killed by ion mines and things. I just don't like them. Sand Troopers can wreck them. There's too many unfavorable trades for something like Heavy Gunners to be a part of my staple set of cards that I'm using when I'm playing Empire. That's just my opinion. Alright, should we do another game? Yeah, we'll do one more game. Let's do it. We're kind of on a roll. Don't want to curse myself, but if we can get over 4,100 in this video, that would be cool. And if I continue to be on a roll with this deck, I might just continue to rock this deck on the channel, because you know what? I have done, I think, 15, 20 videos in a row or something like that on Empire, and I have yet to be giving my Rebel friends, the Rebel scum that is subscribed to my channel, the love that they deserve. So, up against an Emperor Palpatine. So, a character that I want to be playing on the channel, by the way. But I do not have Emperor Palpatine's unique. And Emperor Palpatine's unique, from what I can tell, is critical to being able to play Emperor Palpatine successfully. So we're just going to drop down a Wookiee here. And we're going to pressure this lane. All the while, light tank. Some fast light tank action in the top lane. Look at light tank going crazy on your structure there, Palpatine. Ruh-roh. Light tank is super powerful. You can't ignore light tank, Palpatine. What are you dropping in the bottom lane? Oh, well, there you go. As I'm making fun of Palpatine, I say, Palpatine, you can't ignore light tank as I ignore his ATST like a fool. And now we're going to drop down Gonk Droid here. You fool. Ooh, I should have just actually used that trip mine on this structure. Whatever. I'm going to drop down a Wookiee here. I'm probably going to suicide for this one. And picking it up. Got the mine there in that lane. Got the structure. Oof. Look at that. The mine taking out his units. And I'm back, baby. I am back. And I'm going to wait and be defensive here. This deck is doing super well for me. I'm actually really, really happy with the way that it's performing. It's pretty good stuff. So he hit me with the Dioxys. I need to go heal up. So now my tank is going 1v1 with a probe droid, evidently. I don't know. Gonna drop those Marauders right behind him. And hell, we'll even drop the Pathfinders. Single target damage, unleash your power. Oh, unfortunately my light tank got separated from the mob. The mob will be able to do probably 20% damage to the structure before Palpatine comes back. Let's drop. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, Gonk Droid is heading in there. He's like, I'll see ya, ATST. Peace out, buddy. I'll see you around, ATST. It's all good. We're both going to destroy some structures. We're just going to have a good time. No big. No big. I need to back up because that Palpatine lightning is nothing to play around with. Let's drop the trip mine. Trip mine should be able to take out those stormtroopers. They don't trigger it. That is a problem. What's this in the top lane? A rocket trooper? Let's drop some marauders here. The marauders will be able to crush it. I actually thought that that ATST there, the dead one on the ground, was an actual ATST. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh no, real ATST. It was an actual ATST. And, alright, perfect. So we're actually going to drop our mine on top of him. Do that nice. Oh no, it was just out of range. And we took out the structure. And that is GG again. Wow. This might be one of the most successful videos or recordings I've ever done. Is that 4 victories? Did I lose count there? I think that was 4 victories in a row. Wow, this deck is just crushing. Huh. That's awesome. I'm really happy with it. He did not have his unique. He did not have the Royal Guards. No Royal Guards. ATST plus Rocket Trooper. I don't know. I would recommend throwing in Royal Guards in this deck. He didn't really have many tanking options or enough cards to control me. And he may consider... I would consider with this deck removing Rocket Trooper, removing Dioxys Grenade, and throwing in Net, and throwing in the Royal Guards. He needs a tanking option, and he needs a CC option with this deck. That's just my opinion. You know what? I'm not an expert on Palpatine, though. But based on what I was seeing, I think that that would have helped him out a significant amount. Okay, we're going to end this video there. But before we do, I have something to tell you guys, something important. I'm starting with a number of other mobile gaming YouTubers, a new channel called TGN Mobile. And I'm going to throw down in the comment below, as well as here in a second, I'll throw a link above my head. Go subscribe to TGN Mobile, enable notifications. I'm going to be releasing exclusive mobile gaming content there, including Star Wars Force Arena. But I'm also do Mobile Legends, maybe even some other games that you guys have been requesting there. And my friends that are YouTubers that are going to be there, Pedro and Pure Shield, they're going to be doing Clash Royale, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon Go, and we're generally going to be doing really competitive mobile gaming stuff, including Star Wars Force Arena. Go subscribe. If I get your support there, and I'm able to show, this is actually going to be a part of my job, I'm able to show the company that I work for that we have a real audience that is interested in seeing more mobile gaming content. I might be able to effectively double the number of videos and live streams that I can bring to you guys every single day because of that channel. So I need to see you guys, I need to see whether you guys are interested in that, and I want to see whether you guys are interested in supporting that. So go there, link above my head, subscribe to TGN Mobile, enable notifications. You'll see exclusive content from me and my YouTube buddies there. Let me know. We've got some videos over here too from my channel. Still doing daily videos here. That's not going to change. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I appreciate all of you. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.